Good morning. It's a beautiful morning. I was going to take you on the balcony, but I've locked it. Bear with me. I say morning. Look at the time. It's not morning, is it? Look at that. This might be the last time we see the sun this year, so make the most of it.
Welcome to another episode of Toby Stupid Vlog.
Should really go somewhere to make the most of this lovely weather. So we've made it to Osterley Park, where we were about a year ago. I'm not entirely sure. And as always, no sat-nav is capable of actually finding the car park. So Siri kindly directed us to a lane that ended moments ago. Seems to be the only way to get here. Some nice little houses. Bit of wood chopping. Weekend in the countryside. That roar behind me is the M4. So these are the gardens of Osterley House, which are very nice. They're obviously, unlike the natural sort of woodland around, these are sort of ornamental, so arranged to get all sorts of trees that aren't native here, like that's an oriental plane tree, unlike the London plane that comes from Turkey or Iran or something. It's a couple hundred years old. It's very nice in the sun. So they got a lot of deck chairs out, which is very nice. And that's the Temple of Pan, which is currently inhabited by shouty children. We're heading through the Great Meadow. I don't know where we're going to end up. They sound like they've just discovered Echo. It's very exciting. These are all the reeds where the baby swans were last year. I think it was last spring. So about 18 months ago. But now it's all it's coming upon winter, which is why there's a nip in the air. Still very nice, as long as the sun doesn't go in. Hello. Right, we're going to go around the park now that we've kind of wandered around the gardens. So, excuse me, leaves. Going to go around the back and then past the field of cows and back round to where the car is, which should hopefully be warm and very straightforward, but we'll see. I think our circular walk has brought us back to where we began. There's a squirrel fight going on here. It's the crazy one on the tree there, and there's one here. All the squirrels around this part of the world are nuts. Just get used to it after a while. Yes, so we're back at the car where we abandoned it, like Siri told us. Do everything it says. We're home. Look who's guarding the entranceway. It's Mr. Grumpy. Hello, Mr. Grumpy, how are you? Yeah, quite. You're not interested, are you? Is that your good side? Not even slightly interested. In deepest, darkest M&S. Looking for things. It's really wet outside, so we're sheltering. Actually need to buy some. Don't need pillows, don't need bedding. Need apricots, bizarrely, and Crystal needs shoes. But I'm always like looking at the kitchenware stuff, because that's what happens when you become middle-aged, so that's where I'm going right now. Check out those tagines. We've got a purple one, which I'll show you in a moment, but £40, they're very nice, aren't they? It is September the 23rd. Seriously? Shocking. Leicester Square at night. Isn't it pretty? Well, I mean, if you've been working late, arguably not, but there we go. So just doing a bit of a late shift today, and again on Thursday, This is what the night feels like. I'm supposed to be an evening person, but you know, I've only been there 12 hours. Anyway, home, James.
You'll get it wrong. You'll get it wrong. Start quietly with a pressing these up to your legs.
That's what we used to do. That's how we used to back in the day.
Not straight into the with a fire in the feet.
Okay.
We start with the back.
Hang on. It's important that we get this right.
Why not that? Why not that? One of the original members. Then we start going like that.
And then the knee kicks in.
Okay, cool.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Come on, mate! It's like me getting up ready now. Ready?
Big shot, 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 Hello there. Thought we'd take this opportunity whilst walking through Kew to talk about some of the strange occurrings that have happened. Well, they've occurred, haven't they? That's what occurrings do. In Kew over the last few days. So, about 2 weeks ago, there was a body found in Mortlake, which is the next town over, on the pavement, quite badly, well, beaten it appeared initially. Turned out it was somebody who'd fallen out of the undercarriage of a plane. So they fly over, you see they fly when they land in flight path. So that was the first slightly weird thing to happen. Then the other day, slightly more tragically, I think it was Sunday whilst I was at home and the weather was crap, a tree branch fell in Kew Gardens and killed a woman. So you can see there's a theme developing here. That was slightly less amazing and slightly more unbelievably sad, and you know, your time is up kind of moment. And then today, Justin Lee Collins has been in the news because he's been accused by his ex-girlfriend, who he incidentally was with because he left his ex-wife after beating her, of generally physically abusing her and what have you. Now you'll say, what's that got to do with Kew Gardens? Well, apparently they lived here when it happened. I like it, so. This is the new, look at that, there's our new graphics on the 4th floor. Nice, aren't they? Thought I'd show you that. I'm supposed to be leaving, but I've got my headphones. Doing well. And the first floor, no, that hasn't been done. Never mind. Evening, it's Friday, nearly home. It's still barely light. But I finished all the videos, thank God, just barely. Now I can look forward to going on holiday, which is happening, well, it's happening in the next video, in fact. Going on Wednesday, I'm very much looking forward to it. So, hope you had a good week. See you very soon.